Hello students, how are you? Hope you all are fine, you all are safe, sound at homes and making possible your learnings despite of this health disaster. Dear students, the video content I am sharing with you is about the development comparison of India, Pakistan and China. Though this topic is very vast, but due to some time foundation, I am trying to precise all the topics of this chapter and conclude within 20 to 25 minutes. Students, first of all, we must know what are the objective of this chapter. The objective of this chapter is to know about the economic and social status of these three countries. So in this chapter, we will compare all the three countries on economic as well as human development ground. The another objective is to assess the strategies, the programs and policies the three nations adopted just right from the beginning of their journey of development. So students, under this topic we will discuss about the development strategies of India, China and Pakistan, and afterwards we will discuss about the demographic, about the GDP, sectoral production, sectoral employment, and finally we will discuss on the human development of all the three countries. So first of all, let's discuss about the similarities of different strategies of India, China and Pakistan. As we all know that India, China and Pakistan are geographically very close neighbors. Though in the near past we have some clashes like Indo-Pak War, Indo-China War, but even then we have some economic and social relationships. And what those relationships are, in this chapter we will go through that. So it is well known to all of us that India, Pakistan and China have started their journey of development at the same time. All the three nations before were dominant to the other countries, but after 1947, when India and Pakistan achieved their independence and China whereas started with their journey with the establishment of People's Republic of China Party, which is constructed by Mao Zedong, the leader of People's Republic Party. And it is assumed that the development journey of these three nations have been started from 1947 and 1949. 1949 is the year of People's Republic of China's establishment. So, in this series, first of all, we will discuss about the similarities between the three nations, what similarities they are having, and so India, China and Pakistan have many similarities in their development strategies, which are as follows. You can see on the screen. First one is, all the three countries have started planning their development strategies in similar way. Students, you know it well. The three nations have followed the same economic model, economic system in the 1940s, 1950s, whereas India and Pakistan adopted the mixed economic system, where the private as well as public, both the sectors are coexisting. On the China hand, China had adopted the socialist economic model. The socialist economic model is that where all the resources like individual resources, individual property and other enterprises are just under the control of government. All the policies, programs and decisions are taken by the government itself. So this is the socialist system what the China has adopted in 1947 after the establishment of People's Republic of China. But whereas India and Pakistan both are mixed economies means the coexistence of private and public sector both. So all the three nations have started their economic planning right from the 1951. India has started economic planning in 1951, whereas China has started in 1953 and Pakistan in 1956. Today, India has completed 12 5-year plans, whereas China has completed 13 5-year plans and Pakistan has completed 11 5-year plans. I hope you all know about the 5-year plans, what are they and what are the objective of 5-year plans. And second one is India. Yes, you can see that India announced the first 5-year plan in 1951, and India and Pakistan adopted similar strategies such as creating a large public sector and rising public expenditure on social development. As it is clear that India and Pakistan are mixed economies where the private sector is also very important as compared to the public sector. In this strategical point of view, the India and Pakistan have followed the government expenditure or public expenditure for social development. During the planning period, India and Pakistan have initiated many programs, many policies and many activities which comes under the public expenditure programs. So, the same strategies are given here, and till 1980s, all the three countries had similar growth rates and per capita incomes. Dear students, as it is said before, India, Pakistan and China have started since 1947 and 1949. Up to the 1980s, the GDP growth rate and per capita income of all the three nations are quite similar. But what happened after 1980s? After 1980s is the decade when China has adopted its reformatory steps, and afterwards Pakistan and then finally India. Economic reforms took place in all the three countries. Reforms started in India in 1991. You have read about it in 11th class. 1991, which is known as Indian Economic Reforms, where India adopted LPG policy, which is known as Indian Economic Policy. The initiator of this policy was Dr. Manmohan Singh, the former Prime Minister and Finance Minister of India. And China in the 1978 adopted same economic policy, economic reforms, and whereas Pakistan is adopted in 1988. These are some similarities which are common in all the three nations. Now, let's start with the development strategy of India. The individual development strategies of India. Though there are many strategies India has been adopted, but some of the salient strategies are in this PowerPoint. First is sound trade system. Sound trade system. Dear student, as you all know that foreign trade is the engine of economic growth. Under this section, this new reform in economies of India had been introduced and accelerate the economic growth of India. Sound trade system India when started, it is right after the 1956 industrial policy. And second one is reduction in poverty. These are some development strategies. This would help in increasing per capita income, rise in nutrition level of poor, and there is subsequent fall in percentage of absolute poverty in some states. Students, as you know that India and Pakistan are among the backward nations, and where poverty is one of the biggest constant in the path of development. So during the planning period, India and Pakistan also has initiated many programs to eradicate poverty, but somehow still we are having a number of undesirable poverty in India. But let's hope this will be also abolished maybe in further. Rural development. Under this strategy, India adopted various measures for the development of areas that are lagging behind the overall development of village economy. Rural development, government has been initiated many of programs like Manrega, like Rozgar programs and rural development programs, which are the flagship programs of government to uplift the rural infrastructure and rural development. So, the next one is development strategies of Pakistan. The first one is mixed economy. As I said before, Pakistan is also adopted the mixed economic system. Pakistan follows a mixed economic system where both private and public sector coexist. And second one is import substitutions. Import substitution means it is the effort to being the self-reliant. It means the things you are importing from other countries, that thing should be produced within the country. This is the import substitution policy. This strategy focuses on producing goods domestically that a nation import from the other countries. And third one is green revolution. Green revolution is somehow associated with the agriculture sector. The same revolution happened in Pakistan in the 1960s. This was introduced to increase the productivity and self-sufficiency of food. This increased the output of food grains. Now, let's talk about the development strategy of China. Dear students, as you know that China is the biggest nation in terms of geography and in terms of population. The first one is after 1947, People's Republic of China has been started the campaign Great Leap Forward, GLF campaign. This campaign initiated in 1958, and the purpose of this campaign is to expand the industrialization throughout the China. People were encouraged to set up industries in their backyards. Yes, under this campaign, government directed the people to set up small and mini scale industries in their backyard, so as to promote the industrial industrial structure of the nation. And next one is Great Proletarian Cultural Revolution in 1966 and 76. In 1965, Mao Zedong, the founder of People's Republic of China, started a cultural revolution on a large scale. The objective of this revolution is to encourage the students and professionals to go and work from the countryside. This program has been initiated by the People's Party, and students and professionals were sent to work and learn from the countryside. And next one is introduction of reforms. China began to introduce many reforms in phases. The reforms were initiated in agriculture, foreign trade, and investment sector. Start. Now the next one is the areas where Pakistan has an edge over India. Means the areas where Pakistan is ahead of India. Starting from almost the same level as India, Pakistan has achieved better results with regard. Number one, migration of workforce from agriculture to industrial sector. Students, it is clear that during the historical transmission, many people migrated from agriculture sector to industrial sector. The status of this migration is very good as compared to India and Pakistan. Second one is migration of people from rural to urban areas. The migration of people from rural to urban areas means the process of urbanization is fine in Pakistan as compared to India. And third one is access to improved water sources. This is the one side where Pakistan stands first as compared to India and China. The supply of water facilities are very fine in Pakistan. And next one is reduction in below poverty line population. Students, India and Pakistan, like countries where number of population, number of poor people are very high, and the reduction in the poverty ratio in Pakistan is well as compared to India. Next one is where India has edge over Pakistan. In the area of skilled manpower and research and development institutions, India is better placed than Pakistan. It is like talk about education and skill development trainings, where India is just ahead of the Pakistan. Indian scientists excel in the areas of defense technology, space research, electronics and avionics, genetics, telecommunication, etc. These are all the areas where India is just forward than the Pakistan. The number of PhDs produced by India in science and engineering every year, about 5,000, is higher than the entire stock of PhDs in Pakistan. This is the statistics of numbers of scholars, educationists and students and other sections where India is far better than Pakistan. Issues of health facilities in general and infant mortality is particularly are better addressed to the India. Health-wise, in the front of health facilities, India is in better condition comparison in the Pakistan compared to the Pakistan, whereas next one is China has an edge over India. This is the comparison of India and China, and the areas where China is better than India. The Chinese reform process begins more comprehensively during the 80s when India was in the midstream of low growth process. China has adopted new economic policy or economic reforms just a decade before India. It is somewhere in the 80s when India is facing a slow economic growth. And next one is rural poverty in China declined by 85% during the period 1978 to 1989. In India, it declined only by 50% during the period. Global exposure of economy has been more wider in China. When we talk about the rural poverty, in China, the declination is by 85% as compared to India, whereas it is at 50%. So, China's export-driven manufacturing has recorded an exponential growth, while India continues to be only a marginal player in the international market. This is the point where we have a fine difference between China and India. In the side of manufacturing, China today become the global leader. You have ever seen that each and every product is manufactured in China, such as electronic gadgets, televisions, and other equipments, So, in the front of production, front of manufacturing, China is at very satisfactory side. India and Pakistan common success stories. Number one, a substantial rise in GDP per capita. After 1947, when both the nations have started the initiatives of development, initiatives of planning, the GDP per capita income is substantially rose during this period. Second one is dualistic nature of economy is gradually declining. Dualistic type of economy where two sectors are existing. One sector is just focusing on the production, and one sector is the foreign trade. On the grounds of production and trade, both the sectors are declining in India and Pakistan due to some political, due to some social, and due to some contemporary reasons. Considerable reduction in the incidence of poverty. As it is clear before, the poverty ratio in both the nations are gradually declining due to many government programs, many government efforts. Common failures of India and Pakistan. And what are the common failures? Some are mentioned here. Poor performance in HDI ranking. HDI means Human Development Index. Both the nations are at a very unpleasant situation, unpleasant ranking. India is, I think, as per 2019 data, India is at 129th position and China is at 150 something. Second one is relatively slow pace of GDP growth rate. Yes, this is the one where India and Pakistan is facing a problem. Slow GDP growth rate. The expected GDP of China is near about in last decade was double digit, whereas in India and Pakistan it is somewhere in 4% or 5%, which is very slow in terms of production. Political survival of dominating issues rather than good governance. India and Pakistan are both nations where we have seen the political and other disbalances. For example, the military martial rule in Pakistan, which disturbed the political setup of Pakistan. Whereas in India, like in emergency period or the other short-term elections, it will just affect the development progress of the country. So, students, this is all in this part. Thank you.